Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another month of FEH Freebies, this time for April. We are desperately in need of some nice freebies because we are still recovering from our financial crisis last month on A Hero Rises, and in fact, I'm still debating pulling on Ascended Marita. If I did, you will definitely know long before this actually goes up, but so even though it looks like we have nearly 400 orbs, we might have less. But yes, we must recover, and we are starting off with the Heroes with Smoke Skills banner. Pretty solid banner, and I'm just going to go in pull red. I'm going to try and speed these up because last month was absurdly long on our summons. But we don't have a green, so we're going to pull the red, which was going to be my choice anyway. Try and get Larce, though Julia could be nice as well as a merge. Instead, we just got a Miranda. Worthless. I don't even remember what you had, but I know it wasn't useful. Right, gap skills. Anyway, that's fine. I'm not too invested in any of these. This week's revival banners are actually both Jenny banners. I think it's really funny that they decided to double up on a double serving of sheep today. But we've got revival banner 4 and 16 both have Jenny. This one also has Celica and Delthea, and this one has Kit Kat and Minerva. I think I'm going to go red on both of these because I don't have Celica anymore because I foddered the one that I got way back when she first came out. I actually pulled for her just so that I could put distant defense on Xander. And I have not gotten another one since then. And on this one I'll go Kit Kat just because I like her. I like Kit Kat. We got this red that will pop here. And what have we got? What have we got? Oh, that's not a Kit Kat. That's a leaf. Pretty cool. That's nifty. We got us a cat girl. Still not wild about beast units, but that's still cool. First one of her, and she's plus attack. But I think minus speed hurts. Yeah, she's got a speed def solo, so that kind of hurts. But with beast units getting refined, she might actually be up for refined soon. I think because this month is actually our girl Selkie, and also Tibarn was there, so she might be up soon. That'll be interesting. Oop, don't want to redeem. Almost hit that on accident. And on this one, gonna go red again. Nice, one red. What have we got? Just a Seth. Hey, can't complain. We got a pretty cool free 5-star already. So this month is already off to a nice start. I actually was surprised last month because I got so many 5 stars, but I actually kind of forgot because I was so focused on A Hero Rises, and most of the 5 stars I got weren't ones that I was like desperate for or anything. But then when I was editing back the video, I realized just how many I got last month, and it was really insane. Hopefully that luck carries over, but into characters I actually can use. That'd be nice. Okay, Spring Festival 1 rerun. We're going to go blue, try and get us a Xander. I guess Lucina wouldn't be terrible either. I also want Camilla, but I still have bad memories of the very first time I summoned on this banner and tried to get her, and I got a Crom instead, who was much more disappointing than the very first ever flying mage that I really wanted. And we just got a Mordecai. That's unfortunate. I could pull that other blue, but I don't care enough. Not interested in a Xander that I'm frankly not going to use. Gonna go for Ike on the Tempest banner. He's the only one I don't have, and is probably the rarest, quote unquote, though. Don't really need him. Just got a ban. Boring, but I wasn't too invested in it. For this year's child banner, we have Tellius characters, which don't interest me that much inherently, but red is looking pretty strong. We've got Duo Ike and Mist, with Null Sea Disrupt and Distant Dart, which would actually be hilarious on Byleth. Should I give Byleth Distant Dart and Null Sea Disrupt? Will he use it enough to justify it? Probably not. Would I do it anyway? Probably. But they look pretty cracked. They were kind of annoying in the paralog. I actually ditched the characters that I was just using for passive HM grinding, and instead I went and I got actual units, and I brought in Ninja Corn, and he just stabbed them and they were done. But still annoying. And they're sharing with Mia, who has this new tempo skill, which is infantry only, and is kind of like the Null Guard effect part of, or the Null Special effect on Creator Sword, which is kind of cool. Anyone can have that half now, but it's on the B slot. So if you've got a Null follow-up weapon, which a lot of units have now, and you can put that on it, then you can have a Creator Sword with extra steps. She also has Odd Tempest and Flashing Blade 4. Alright, but not the most exciting fodder for me. We got Sauron, looks solid enough, but Mirror Impact and Time's Pulse are on a decent number of units now, and Mirror Impact is one of those skills where I never really know who I want to put it on anyway, so not as interested. And then Eliana, as our demote, has Lull Attack Res, which is pretty cool. I think that might be our first demote Lull skill, so that could be nice, but not. But I don't have anyone who needs it so desperately that I need to pull specifically for it. So we're just gonna go and pull a red, try and get a free Ike. We only got one, so I was thinking maybe I'll pull any reds that pop up because this is pretty solid looking, but we'll just take this one red and got an Erica instead. Silly Erica, your young banner was last year. I guess she grew up in that time. Now she's become significantly weaker. Very funny that the child units are just so cracked compared to their original forms. Very funny. On this one, we have the new power featuring Selkie, Tiborn, and Ilger. I guess they decided not to run Veronica because she's up on this banner at the moment. So we're going to go blue for Selkie because I still like her a lot, even if I don't like the way beasts play. I might pull that second blue too. I'm not in a good place right now, so sorry if this is really down. Just a Mordecai is not super helpful. Alright, nothing good here. Hopefully the next batch goes better, and I hope that I'm feeling better by then. Alrighty, Weekly Revival 46 and 17. Gonna go for Hector Merge because I actually do use him still. On this one, I think I want Yarn for fodder, just because having attack speed solo for Chain Inheritance could be very useful. And then Na is backup because I did fodder mine, and I wouldn't mind having another copy. So I'll start with this one. Go for green. Got one. Cool. Feeling a bit better after last night. I was not feeling so happy-dappy little angel boy. I was feeling pretty down. We got a Violent, not super exciting, unfortunately. But yeah, I wasn't feeling great, but I had a very big cry. I threw up 4 times. And then I was, well, I wouldn't say better, but I was able to just sit there for a few hours. And eventually I started to feel a little better. So I'm feeling better now. But just remember, it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay for a guy to cry. It's all right. It's okay. Had my one big cry of the year, so I'm good for the rest of the year. Thanks. Just a Catria. Well, maybe one more cry. Getting 3-star Catria makes me want to cry a little bit. Also, I did end up drawing some little vent art since I couldn't sleep after that, and I think it turned out pretty cute. I'll go ahead and throw that on screen real quick. Actually, I did multiple versions. Maybe I'll put up the second version, but I thought that turned out kind of cute for how sad it was. For this month's double special heroes, it's a pretty solid looking lineup, but not one that I'm desperately in need of. Green looks great. We've got our A Hero Rises winner, Ninja Corrin, with SR Far Trace, which I actually did fodder one of the Corrins for SR Far Trace on Morgan. And she also has attack speed push, rally up def, and joint drive attack, really solid across the board. I still have an extra one after foddering one to Morgan and keeping one, so don't desperately need another one, but still not bad pickup. We also have Artur, who has that lovely DR Far save, which is a fantastic pickup as well, just for the future. We've got Duo Lysithea on Colorless with Swift Sparrow and AR Far Trace. A little less enticing than Corrin, I think, but still very solid. She also has Seafeud 3, which is gimmicky but interesting, I guess. And then we have Igreen with Sea-Dual Flying 4 and Speed Def Rain. Not as enticing fodder, but could be useful, I guess. And her pref is also pretty dang solid, so she's a solid unit on her own. We've got Summer Freyr on red with DR Catch and LOL Attack Def. And it's just very weird because like he's like a summer unit, and then we've got winter units. Like that is a very wide range of units on here. That spans like half a year right there. And then we got Julia with attack speed push 4 and rally speed res, and this tome. Not as exciting, I think, but still pretty interesting. She does have her pref skill light and dark. And then blue, we have our good boy Corrin and Lewin. I would not say that blue is great unless you really want both of these guys as like merge projects or something, or you just really want to stock up on Special Spiral and Infantry Flash, I guess. I don't think anyone really wants to stock up on Infantry Flash, but well, I guess you could stock up on Attack Res Solo, but similarly, I don't think many units want Attack Res Solo. Honestly, I know you're going to say, Brandon, you're biased for Corrin, but I kind of think Lewin is bringing down the value on blue a bit there. Like, Corrin is actually pretty solid with Special Spiral still. He's also got that inheritable Ninja Naginata Brave Weapon. But Lewin, I just don't think... I think his stuff is a little too niche. I don't even like Special Spiral that much, but I think that it has more value than what Lewin brings. But so I think green, then colorless, then red, then blue is like the best order overall, but I already have like Corrin, Artur, and Lysithea, and I have nothing on red, so I think I'm leaning towards going red, even though I don't think it's the best value here. So I think red, then colorless, then green. Colorless just because we could get Igreen, who would be new. But we got a red, so we'll just take one of those. Just gonna pop one red, see what we got for free. But yeah, overall pretty solid lineup, just not very great for me. And Marth also not very great for me, but we will just take that and bounce. Yeah, I'm just gonna save orbs. Nothing here I desperately need, and I'm grateful for a less tempting, personally, double special heroes banner, even if I do think that the lineup itself is pretty solid. Next, we have the rerun for Childhood Encounter, still a solid banner a year later. I'm remembering the La Rochelle summoning session where we attempted to get Far Trace for Forest, and now I actually have spare Far Trace fodder thanks to summoning Byleth. Funny how that works out. Still a great unit to have on hand, but you can get her with the Divine Codes, so I am not as desperate to get La Rochelle. Also, like I said, I have that extra Corrin to fodder if I need it. But we do have Tana with SD Near Trace, which could be fun for Seta. But Steady Impact isn't something he desperately needs, so I'm not sure that it's the best thing to go for. There's probably someone else who has other skills that Seth could use a little better. Leon has Bad Fodder, though he is a pretty solid unit. He's given me trouble in Arena Assault a few times. And then we've got Duo Erica, who I think we're going to go for our free summon. Just solid. Duo units tend to be good. So we're going to go red, then blue, then colorless. I think blue is more for Tana than for Leon, but we got red, so we don't need to go on the other ones. We'll just pull that. And what have we got? Just a Sylvia. Sad, but it is what it is. All right, heroes with lull skills. We've got all of these, but we're gonna go for a Pent so that I can put his Green Dual Infantry on Anna for arena scoring when I'm stuck using her. But we'll go green. Backup, I guess. I think Shinon is better, but I'd kind of want to pull blue. And I forgot to mention it on the last summoning session, but I did get asks about this, so I guess I'll address it here. But the new Warriors trailer dropped the other day. Just a racing, boring. And I am not pleased. I'm not happy about it. As a Byleth fan, I figured that would be obvious, but Brandon is not pleased. I do not want to play the game as shits or whatever their freaking name is. Get them off the screen, get them away from me, and I'm declaring war on Koei Tecmo. Probably. For this week's weekly revivals, we've got Shadows of Valentia characters, we got Alm, Faye, and Delthea, and then over here we've got Game Boy Advance characters, I guess. We got Hector, Erica, and Myr. Gonna go for Hector on this one just because I still use him a lot. Would love a merge on him. On this one, I think Faye, just to have another fire sweep bow in case I want to put that on a future archer, like maybe Ash or something. Alm would be backup, but we got one colorless, so we'll take the colorless. Try and get that fire sweep a bow. Get the fire sweep. Nah, just an Emerin. Just Emerin. Very expensive Wings of Mercy. And come on. Well, no Hector. I guess an Erica, though I don't really have any interest in using her. Maybe I should have just pulled a colorless, honestly, but we'll see. Just a Tana, who still looks her like art looks far more intimidating than a 3/4. I don't know, that pose just looks really impressive, and I always think it's a 5-star, but it's not. For this month's new hero banner, we have Ascended Ishtar and some characters from Genealogy. I've seen a lot of people excited about these characters, and the fodder seems okay, but I would say that a lot of the combos aren't super exciting. Like Tyne here has Fury 4 and Null Follow-Up, which I think was on Asbel. So that's like not a new combo or anything. Her tome looks good, and she also has blue feud, though the feud skills are pretty niche. Like not bad fodder here, just kind of not exciting because it doesn't open up a lot of new combos or anything. We have Arthur, our second hero named Arthur, and then we also have Artur, who's also similar, but he looks solid. He's got Grand Vulture, which was actually leaked before, and I saw a lot of people speculating he might be the demote because of that, but instead he just ended up being one of those 5-star units that don't get a pref, which is unfortunate. He does look really cool, actually, but I really wish Grand Vulture was a demote weapon because I would love to put that on Picnic Leo. I think it would be a really good fit for him. But Leo can't really use attack speed ideal or speed res menace that well. He'd probably rather have attack res menace. So not bad, but kind of awkward fodder for me, at least for what I would want to use him on. And then we've got this boy here who has really cute art. I actually like his art a lot, but not the best stat line, kind of middling speed, and despite being Astra's wake, he didn't get a fancy Astra like his like the rest of his family, which is unfortunate. He's just got boring basic Astra, which is not very useful generally speaking. And he does have attack def ideal as a demote skill, which is okay, but it's 5-star locked and it's not great. I don't like ideal skills to begin with. And attack def ideal is not super useful. I think if I were going to take an ideal skill, I'd just want attack speed ideal. He doesn't get a pref either, so just kind of sad all around. I almost wanted to build him just because I like his art, but I can't really think of a situation where he'll outshine my various other red melee infantries. He could really stack defense, I guess, but I feel like Garen just does that better, and he's also got solid res. So, he kind of reminds me of Mail Morgan, but with shorter hair, which is kind of cool because I do like Mail Morgan. But yeah, just can't think of a huge use for him. But now everyone who got legendary Byleths on A Hero Rises can fodder attack def ideal 4 and time pulse at the same time, so that's something, I guess. Still don't think many units will want attack def ideal 4, but if they don't have a good A slot, I guess that's a nice throw in. And then finally we have Ishtar. Life and Death 4 and Times Pulse and little speed res. All very solid skills, but it's a little disappointing she didn't get anything fancy and new, like how Marita got her special Astra that was inheritable. They're all solid skills, they're just not the most exciting. And then she has this fancy pref that lets her basically become Reinhardt, which is funny. But we're going to go for her as our priority. Then I think I'd slightly prefer Tyne just because she has the pref. And then Arthur, and then Red. We'll pick up copies of the boy later on as we go, just since he's a demote. So I'm gonna prioritize blue, colorless, green, in that order. But we're not gonna spend orbs because I don't need anything on this banner that desperately. But let's get some stuff. Oh, first up is Est. I forgot that I got her Resplendent, so I was very confused for half a second there. I was like, what? I was like, you can't pull fairy units. They're all mythic heroes. But no, she is there with a very unique silhouette that I'm not used to yet. Batch 2. Yeah, that Grand Vulture leaked, and a lot of people were thinking that a lot of people actually did call Arthur, but they thought he'd be a demote, which I guess kind of makes sense, but I feel like the Vulture tomes are strong enough that they kind of do justify being 5-star, I guess, among non-pref weapons. Like, certainly better than like or certainly generally more useful than like the Rabbit tome and like Serpent tomes. So I at least kind of get them keeping those 5-star locked, but I really do wish he had been, I wish that had been a demote weapon. And then our demote here got kind of not great, but then you look at the Grand Hero Battle unit, Genealogy Hilda looks pretty amazing as far as her pref goes. Her other fodder isn't great, but she's got a really cool pref, so it's kind of unfortunate. Some Grand Hero Battles and demotes end up with like garbage, and then some get like really good stuff like that. Speaking of, here's a demote that got a kind of garbagey pref. I know a lot of people swapped her pref out, but she's evil. and she is here to haunt me once again. And last ticket, haven't pulled anything too exciting from this batch, but that's fine. I was not terribly invested in this banner anyway, so just a Robin to end things. I've just got to know. I've got to know. No, okay. He didn't come just to taunt me this time. Alright, for the Start of It All banner rerun, I have everyone here except Merrick, so I guess I'm going to go for him. I can run funny wind sweep build, which he actually comes with. I forgot that he actually comes with wind sweep before I checked a few minutes ago. I was like, oh yeah, I guess I can get him and just run wind sweep on him since he's got like no follow-up on his weapon. But they gave him that, so I don't even have to spend grails on that. So we'll try for a free Merrick. Backup would be red, but total non-issue because we got green, we didn't get red, we didn't get blue either. So this could have been a very sad wheel if it was just all colorless. Oh wow, we got it! We got Merrick! Guys, we did it. Oh man, so lucky. You guys jealous? You guys just jealous of that Merrick I just snagged? For weekly revivals 47 and 19, gonna go for Ellawood on this one, since I already have a few items and Sue only has her Hone Speed 4, which is not super interesting, though she did get a Refine. I don't remember if it was super exciting or not. And then on this one, we're going to go for Lord Grima. Would love a merge on him. Could go for Morgie, but I really don't need extra copies. Wish she had some more exciting fodder, because eventually I'm going to pull a extra copy of her and I'm not going to know what to do with her. But yeah, going to go blue on this one. Just try and nab that Ellawood. Would love to have him just around to just run around and hit things, but instead we got Lucas. Unhelpful. Not helpful at all. And on this one, give us a Grima. Nope. I guess I'd rather have an Olivia merge since, again, I don't have anything to do with Morgan. I guess I could put her Serpent Tome on like Robin, but instead we just got an Urk, so not helpful. No thank you. Alright, we've got heroes with dual skills, which is a pretty solid looking lineup. We've got Paula with R dual flying and attack res rain, and her rally attack def. Marianne has B dual 4, lull attack res and joint drive res. And our boy Yuri has C dual 4 and times pulse. I got my Yuri, so I don't really need extras of him. In fact, I kind of don't want to merge him because I am playing him with infantry pulse and I don't want his HP to get higher. It probably wouldn't be that big of an issue. I think I've got a good enough cushion that it wouldn't mess anything up, but you know, I'm just cautious. I'm cautious. And Paula I don't have, but like I also don't really care that much. But I don't really need fodder from Marianne. I guess I'll go for Paula, but Marianne will be backup, I guess. So let's hope for a red. Okay, we got one. And totally off topic, but for dinner last night, I had a bunch of... Oh, Fury Man. That's good to see. I'm actually out of Fury again. But I was out of... I had some random ingredients that I needed to use up before they went bad. So I made bacon wrapped lemons for the second time. A very weird culinary experiment. And they're actually not as bad as they sound. They're actually kind of good, but I really wouldn't recommend them to anyone else. I like lemons, but most people, it's okay. It's not bad. But if someone were coming over, I probably wouldn't make it for them as an appetizer. But then I also made some roasted carrots and then a tomato soup just from a can. And it was actually pretty good. It was nice, and I came up with it just kind of with whatever I had left over. And I'm usually not good at just throwing things together like that when I cook, so that was interesting. Totally unrelated, I just felt like sharing that. So I wasn't sure if I was going to pull on this month's Mythic Hero banner, but after seeing the banner, I actually do have some interest in throwing some summons at it. So that will end up being a separate video. And apparently that was the last banner for the month, unless I read the calendar wrong, which is very possible. But it looks like since that was the last banner, and I'm going to be pulling on that, then we are done with our free summons for the month. Hooray! Not a whole lot here in the freebies, but I already had some incredible free summons on Hero Fest, so I definitely cannot complain. This was still a fantastic month for me. It just doesn't look like it looking at this video in particular. But anyway, these were some fun banners, and where we got to do a good number of summons this month. It felt like there was a lot, especially due to that Hero Fest banner. So anyway, thank you guys, as always, so much for joining me for another round of FEH Freebies. Best of luck to you guys on your summons, whether they be on the upcoming Mythic Hero banner, on any of the current banners, or any of the upcoming ones. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon, signing out.